Welcome everyone to another Coach Blaker video. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Coach Blaker. Been professionally coaching for going on 10 years, diamond in all roles, diamond to peak. We are going to be taking a look at patch notes here. On top of that, we don't edit these videos, so there's gonna be a lot of stutters and blips and blamps and bloopity bloos, but y'all get used to it. So we're gonna look at the patch notes here. What I noticed was there's a lot of patch note stuff going on in this video. Like, an actual ton. So I can't really wait to just dive in and see what it's like. There's a lot of buffs. I'm gonna go over all of them. Okay, so as usual, in this patch will be I don't care. All right, so Syndra is having a mid-scope update on all the abilities. That is a mouth. Do I really gotta read all this? Can we just brief? Nah, let's read it. Okay, this is gonna suck. This is a lot to read, man. This is just the first chant. Fasten in, guys. Fasten in. It's gonna be a long one. Passive Transcendence update. Syndra collects up to 120 splinters of Wrath via damage. Via damaging enemy champions and gaining levels. Splinters of Wrath enhance Syndra's and her abilities. Mana from splinters. You store a certain amount. Okay, blah 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 blah. Damaging an enemy champion with 2 or more abilities within 4 seconds grants 1 to 2 to 3 at levels 1, 11, and 18. Splinters 8 seconds cooldown per target. Okay. Syndra will receive 5 splinters on Wrath when she levels up. Okay. Killing an enemy champion now grants it 1 splinter. Okay, so it seems like this little splinter thing is like so actually I had coached one of my students and he was telling me that's kind of like the Victor but just through abilities. So if you think about it that way. Another way you could put it is it's kind of like, there's another champ in this game that does this. Cho'Gath feast stacks. The more he eats, the bigger he gets. I'm going to assume it's kind of like that. The more she uses abilities and gets the wrath from you, the bigger she gets, the more she does with her abilities. So cooldown for Q, instead of 4 seconds, is 7 seconds. Damn! That's a long time. Upon gathering 40 splinters of Wrath, Q will be able to store up to 2 charges. Oh, snappo! 2 charges of Q? That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So instead of 1 charge of Q, 2 charges, and you have a 7 second, so you can go bam bam. Ooh, that's hype! Okay, I gotta try this. Sphere pickup detection radius. Instead of 400 units, it's 500 units. Run playthings. Non-sphere units. Non-sphere. Units that Syndra picks up will now be unable to die while under Syndra's control. There was previously a small amount of time units could die while being picked up, which has been removed. I didn't even know that was a thing. So, the Syndra mains, good on you. I had no clue that was a thing. Transcendence Force of Will. Upon gathering 60 splinters of Wrath, W will deal an additional 15%. Okay. Cool, so you're just doing more damage. E, Scatter the Weak. Cooldown is now flat 15 all ranks. Stun duration is lower. She does more damage. No, she does less damage. And the angle is bigger. It's 56 degrees instead of 34 degrees. Reduce the likelihood of Q not stunning targets at close range. Didn't even know that was a thing. Far away, dark spheres spawn after casting Scatter the Weak are no longer fired as missiles. Oh. Wow. So pretty much what would happen is a little Syndra trick for you guys that you guys can't do anymore. And it's Syndra mains, you guys already know this. But essentially, when you have a Q up, you pop a Q, and then you would use your E to scatter it, right? That's just the combo. So you pop the ball up, you push it. Well, there was a combo that Syndra could do where she could start the push, pop the ball up, and as soon as it's like undetectable, basically, and it's faster. You can't do that anymore. So, interesting for sure. I wonder if they're gonna revert that, because I feel like that's a skill expression thing. But I guess because you have 2 stacks of it, it's pretty easy to do it, whereas before you had to be really good at it and you had to time it. So that's probably why. Upon gathering 80 splinters of Wrath, Scatter the Weak's cone increases from 56 degrees to 84 degrees. Oh my Jesus. And also slows enemy by 70% after the initial CC is applied. Okay, so 70% slow after you stun them. That's kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie. Then her ult pretty much is the same. Unleash Power will now grant Q Sphere an additional ability haste. Okay. Upon gathering 100 punches of wrath, Unleash Power will execute enemies. Oh, so her ult will not execute enemies. Wow, this is huge. Any Syndra mains, I definitely think you need to play this champ now. She seems like she's going to be really, really good. And if you ever thought to play, I might even play her. But if you ever thought to play Syndra, definitely now's the time. This is huge. I feel like she's going to be broken for a while until Riot decides to nerf it in a way. I haven't seen one Syndra this patch, but I definitely think it's huge. But you know what? I have seen players going to coachbooker.com to get better and improve their gameplay. I offer three services: replay review, live coaching where you share your screen with me, and then a full-blown coaching session, as well as a duo Q beta session that I have where I'm in the game with you and we go over things that we should be going over as the game's progressing. Also, I did bring back the free sessions. So go to my site right now, limited availability. I brought back the free sessions. So check that out if you guys are interested in coaching. Obviously, check it out. If you guys aren't interested in coaching and you kind of want to do it for the lulz, I'd rather you not. It's limited. I'd rather use it on people that are interested in getting coached and really do want to see what it's like before they start taking the plunge into it. Now, what we want to take a plunge into now is this Blitzcrank patch notes. Let's go. These segues are hot. They're probably not, but in my mind, they seem like it. What's the next? Fun fact. Blitzcrank was initially designed as a fighter champion. While they found their place into the support role over the years, we still think that it could be a great Steam Golem to try and hit. Okay, I don't care. But a fighter champion, really, right? Attacks during W deal an additional 1% of target's HP and magic damage. Oh, you know what? That's why this Blitzcrank in my game built crown. That's super grief. You know what I think? They probably had a video of Blitzcrank so OP now. Buy this and you're just so much damage. Oh my gosh, you're so broken. And you know, people just do that and just like throw their games into the way. Please don't be that person. I don't think AP Blitzcrank is a thing. Chill out, okay? Cool. Against non-champions, Blitzcrank E-empowered auto attacks deal a bonus 150% total AD. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so pretty much it just does more damage. Nothing where you have to straight up build AP on them. Please don't. These type of buffs are like base damage buffs. So there's two types of buffs in League, at least from what I've been seeing a lot of recently. You have the base damage buffs where you're not really supposed to build damage, but you got a lot of that base numbers there. Then you have the actual buffs where you're supposed to build damage because you're going to scale into that number. This is a base damage buff. This basically means you do not build straight AP on him. These are to help him without actually having to build that damage, okay? Cool, I'm glad we figured that out. Next is Z-Drive Resonance. Third proc damage. I actually seen this in play. He one-banged somebody. I was like, Jesus, a lot of damage. Why did they give him this, though? Our magic damage is higher. I definitely think Echo's always been good, just because I always think Echo was good just because of his kit. I don't actually think his numbers is an issue. I feel like maybe his jungle is a little bit bad right now. Hopefully this fixes a little bit of it, but I definitely do think that his mid lane is fine, and he's really, if you're good at him, you make him work. I don't think he's like bad. Fizz EAP scaling, okay. Again, cool, but it doesn't really make or break that champion. Still playable. E critical strike damage. Why? Critical strike damage 58%, 75%. That's a lot. I don't really know why. I feel like Garen's still gonna be Garen, but I just mean that's a lot. I don't really know why they did that. Base AD damage increase, our base damage to primary target increase. This is actually really, really, really huge for Jinx. If you guys are a Jinx player, I recommend playing Jinx now. If you guys aren't a Jinx player but wanted to get into her, I recommend playing her now. This is actually kind of nutty. This is going to help her with laning phase, and then just also have a lot more upfront damage. And then, of course, her ultimate's going to be doing more damage as well. So I definitely think now is the time to try her out and play her. Let's look at this Kai'Sa buff next. Fifth stack proc does more damage now. I don't really think that's Marcus, I can flex between multiple builds because I'm giving her. Okay, so it's an AP buff. I was like, I don't really think that does much to her AD builds. I don't really like AP Kai'Sa, but to those of you that do, Pretty sure this is going to be nice. I think base stat wise, it's still pretty good. You don't have to build AP, and it's still a nice buff to her. Malphite, WAP scaling increase, RAP scaling increase. What is up with these guys wanting everybody to build AP? Like everything has been just AP buff this, AP buff that. What is wrong with these people? So he's just gonna be doing flat out more damage to keep up, I'm assuming. Again, not really something where it's like I build AP now. It's just higher base stats to help you out. Not straight up like build AP. They want us to build AP Malphite. That's not what's happening. I mean, you can though. Let's see what they say actually. Malphite is a rock. Our nature is magical. Therefore, Malphite should be magical. All right, we were buffing AP Malphite so you could be a bit more extra power to finish up opponents and somehow survive. Maybe they do want you to build it for him. Why would they encourage that? I feel like AP Malphite's kind of like it's niche. It's niche. The only reason why I was wondering if it was base stat wise is because I was looking at this and it's 80% to 90%. So that's the scaling. So I wanted to see what they were going to say. And they do want you to build AP on Malphite, which is weird. Imagine. That's super weird. Oh, this is scaling as well. I didn't pay attention. Coach, you're dumb. Actually, no. Even if you don't build AP, this will be fine. Okay, yeah, I was right about that one. This one, they actually just want you to build AP damage. If you're an AP Malphite, they're buffing that. But I don't think they need to. That's weird. AD growth decreased. E AD scaling decreased. I don't think he needed a nerf either. What's going on? Well, I don't understand like their thought process this patch. Q empowered attack range increased. W attack speed slow increased. Huh. Really? AoE radius of Nasus damage now increased based on its size. Damage tick rate every 1 second. 0.5 seconds. No overall damage is unchanged. So he gets bigger based off 6, 11, and 16, and his range gets bigger. Huh. I don't know how I think about that. I have to see that in play. It's interesting. RAP scaling increase. Cool. Rakan. Passive AP scaling increased. QAP scaling decreased. Why are they like buffing and nerfing for like the for fun players? Even they say it here. There are a small number of players out there that are AP Rakan enjoyers, and we want you to know that we see you. These buffs are for you. Why? Like, what is their thought process to like doing this niche stuff? The Rakan niche, Malphite niche, Kaisa niche, Blitzcrank niche. Although I think that, like I said, it's just base stats, so you don't have to build AP. But still, why did even the new buff niche? Like, what's going on here? Like, why did they? What are they doing? Base AD. Okay, that sucks, but it's cool. Q AP ratio increase, W AP ratio increase. Okay, no, Rise, I would definitely like to see more buffs on, so I'm glad that they're doing this. Will I make it playable? I don't know, I haven't played him, but Rise has definitely been one of those mid laners that I like to play. I just think he always took too long to get going, which is funny because I play Azir. But Azir is a lot more impactful than Rise in my opinion. Shyvana. WAOE AD scaling increase. Bonus on hit damage AD scaling increase. E% health damage on auto attack decreased. AD scaling increased. AP scaling increase. AP ratio. What is going on? Okay. I'm gonna take a moment of silence while I read. So it looks like they're nerfing how hard Shyvana E's hits. What's happening? Right now, Shyvana's the best builder. Our tank ones. Besides that one time we got all one shot by the Shyvana E on Arium. We're giving her more AD and AP scaling in place of base damage to help out her alternative. And they're doing it again. Why are they doing that? They're literally buffing for these niche playstyles. For what? I mean, I guess players like to play like that, but I feel like sometimes it's a little bit grief. Like AP Recon, why would you do that in a ranked game? It's weird. Q-based damage, and I know some of you guys might be like, I'm an AP Recon player and it works, and I've climbed blah blah. You're not the average person, okay? People will see this and just start randomly playing it because Riot buffed it, and I don't want that to happen. It's so strange. Q-based damage increase, power chord E slow increase. That's actually huge. I actually want to see more Sona buffs because right now she ain't it at all. Tom Kinch, Q-AP ratio increase, W-AP. Okay, no wonder why that champion was so strong today. AP Tom Kinch has never really been a thing until now, maybe. They're doing it again. This is troll. This is troll. This whole patch is troll. Like, no BS. This whole patch is troll. Passive AP scaling increase, E-AP scaling increase. There are a lot of AP. This patch is troll. The changes in the last patch hit top lane Udyr a bit hard. Okay, well, nobody cares. This patch is troll. This patch is so troll. What the hell? Bonus attack damage 55 to 60. Lethality is lowered. Interesting. That's interesting. A lot more snowball potential for sure. Okay, everything else is whatever. Look at these nice skins. That Affilio skin looks so good. Where is he? There he goes. Awesome. Let me know in your comments below. I think this patch was really, really troll. Like, there's a couple of okay buffs and nerfs. Like, the main thing that I liked was Rise. Nasus is kind of hit or miss. I don't really know what that's going to be like. I'm interested to see. The Jinx buff. And the Syndra. The rest of the stuff was troll. I mean, Echoes was fine, don't get me wrong, and so was Fizz and Garen, I think. But like the rest of this, well, we see that you guys are AP builders and we're going to buff for that. What the hell? Who did this? Who did this? Riot Rework and Riot Aether. Riot Aether is playing Final Fantasy 14. I don't even want to hear it from you. In Riru, Ryru? I don't know who you are, but I hope you're doing good and I hope you have a nice time. Riot Aether, we need to hit up some FF14 together. That's all I'm trying to say. Let me get them DMs. Okay, anyway. This patch troll, I'm troll, we all troll. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. For the most part, I definitely think Syndra's a go-to. Try her, see how you like it. The Jinx buff, try her, see how you like it. Nasus, I'm interested. Try it if you're a Nasus player. Rise, try it. Shyvana, I'm interested to the AP Shyvanas because I do want to see how that is. Sona players, try yours. Twitch, try yours. I definitely think some of the things like the Shyvana AP and the Twitch AP, I definitely do think that is a type of style that needs to be buffed because people obviously do that. But the AP Rakan and the AP Tom Kinch and the AP Malphite, like that type of stuff does not need to be applauded. And then the AP Blitzcrank, like this stuff does not need to be noticed. I'm just saying that's a game ruiner. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Again, if you guys are interested in coaching, coachlook.com is where you want to go for 3 sessions with the beta. Replay review, pick a game, we go over it together, live coaching. You share your screen, I watch while you play. Actual coaching session, more lesson plans, more structured. And then duo queue coaching, which is we play together. And then also, if you guys are interested in coaching and not sure if it's for you, check out my site. There is a limited available thing where you can book a free session. So I definitely recommend you check that out. It is a very good opportunity to get your feet wet and see if coaching is kind of for you. So I recommend that. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Good night. Have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for approaching this like a coach.